Hi guys. I hope everybody watching this had a really good Thanksgiving and is probably still doing Thanksgiving holiday time off. Um, Not a lot going on with this read, but really interesting actually. Um, Lately, a lot of my reads have been multiple people. I mean, so many people that it's been difficult to keep track of who's who and what's what and who's doing what. And today there's only one. There's one person in this read. So it's going to be fairly simple. Um, Affirmation for the day. I love the highest and best in all people. I draw the highest, most prosperous minded people to me. That is a prosperity, obviously, prosperity, but material prosperity, material wealth type affirmation. When you say this affirmation, if you're looking for love, you're telling the universe that you want the highest and the best. You don't want demons. You don't want people who are wasting their time and their energy on, substances and being jerks and whatever else they do. You want people who are serious about their path and the people that are in their life. And the most prosperous, that kind of like talks about people who have money, people who are not struggling, people who do very well for themselves. You want people who are prosperous minded. You want to surround yourself with prosperous minded people. You want to be prosperous minded people because you won't be surrounded by prosperous minded people if you aren't yourself. If you are low vibrational and you're trying to scam and use people, you won't be around for long. You may be around for a little while, but you won't be around for long. Um, yeah. So again, I love the highest and the best in all people. I draw the highest, most prosperous minded people to me. That is a great one, especially if you're looking for, your soul tribe or your, new friends or, anything like that. Anything where you're drawing people in and they don't have to stay for long. They could be customers to your business. They don't, it's not like you have to have a relationship with these people. You just want to draw in prosperous minded people, especially if you have a business that you're, doing business through. You would say this affirmation to draw the right people to your business, the people who like your products and like you and have a need for what you do. Um, the let's see. I don't see any nudity on this one, except for cleavage. Angel card for the day on this one is, or the self care. Priorities. Get your priorities straight. When you know what's important, saying no gets much easier. And I, in my older years now, am the queen of no. No, no, no. have learned that lesson really well. And that is all about boundaries. You cannot allow people to screw with your boundaries. Put up boundaries. Boundaries are, if somebody in my life wants to go to this point, they're okay. But if they step over that line, they're not okay anymore. And they need to go. Boundaries are good because people are like mules. You give them an inch, they will take a mile. Many people, the mass majority of people actually, will do that. You might find an occasional person who doesn't do that. That's, more along the lines of appreciative of your time and energy, and um, they know when to say when. They know when to give, when to receive. They have a pretty good head on their shoulders. So boundaries, set boundaries. And I can't tell you, I've been working on boundaries my whole life, and I can tell you that my boundaries right now are the strongest they've ever been, and for the right reasons. And there won't be any bending of my boundaries. There won't be. It just will not happen. Um, the angel message of the day is welcomed outcomes. The sun is about to burst through the clouds. You will soon see things in a different light. Something that seemed hopeless will be overflowing with promise and powered by possibility. That is a great thing. And the word of the day is adversity. So, um, adversity can be a good thing. Adversity can be used to establish boundaries. um, yeah, I don't know if I know we have like Mars. Mars is in Leo, and I've been seeing a lot about Leo energy lately. So no, I'm pretty sure Mars is in Leo. Now I'm questioning it. Let's see here. Um, yeah. Anyway, establish boundaries and make people around you responsible for withholding those boundaries. And if they don't, then just get rid of them. Get them out of your life because it's not worth it. Today is the 29th, and we want USA, and we want this configuration and show the chart. So, yep, Mars is in Leo. Oh my. Mars is in Leo conjunct the United States North Node. Interesting. Um, and that's the only thing that's going on in Leo right now. The moon is in Scorpio. It's getting ready to go into Sagittarius, I think tomorrow maybe, with the Sun and Mercury. Of course, Mercury is retrograde, so don't do any don't start anything new. Uh, if it's an old business starting something new, then you can. If it's something that's been going on for a while, uh, then you can go ahead and move forward with it. But if it's brand spanking new, if it's something you've been working on behind the scenes and you're just now starting to, um, unveil it to the world, wait until Mercury retrograde is over because it won't be good. Um, the relationship that you wanted to start, maybe you wanted to, hit somebody up. Don't Don't do it while Mercury's retrograde. It comes out December 15th, I think, and then you got to give it about a week to get cleared out. So, anything that you want to start that's brand spanking new, do it after the middle of December or the 20th of December, after Christmas, I guess, or after the New Year. Because right now, that would not be good. And it's going to tie us up until the beginning of next year. Okay, so this read is one person. Now, I say one person, but it is a collective read. It's not a personal read. So anybody who's not familiar with collective is human beings. Within the collective, there can be hundreds of different energies, energy groups, energy pockets. And this is one of those energy pockets or one of those energy groups. There can be hundreds of thousands of people in one energy group. So this is most likely is happening for many different people. But when I'm speaking about it, to me, it looks like one person. So I will be talking about it as if it is one person. But it's actually probably many, many people who are in this energy and feeling whatever this person is feeling. And what this person is feeling is tired. This is a Queen of Wands, and she's actually got herself up in reverse. She has a desire to be well off. She wants to, she's working hard at what? I'm not really entirely sure. Queen of Wands reverse can be a witch, a traditional witch, like kitchen witch, jar spells, herbs, those types of things. She is typically a fairly popular person, but in the reverse, she's not. She's not popular. She's quite cranky, untrustworthy, self-absorbed, mean. She's not, and she could be somebody who would be a witch who's into black magic. She has a little black cat sitting in front of her. Yeah. So, in the upright position, she can be she can be completely different. But in the reverse, she's a very kind of jealous, envious, she's an icky person. She's not confident. She's not stable. She's not, she's got a lot of issues. Anyway, so this woman, whoever this woman is, she wants to be wealthy. She wants to be in her, what do you call it? Like, like she wants to be stable. She wants to be somebody who can afford the finer things in life and, doesn't have to worry about money, doesn't have to scrimp, doesn't have to save. She's quite good where she is. She can afford to, buy lavish clothes and do whatever pretty much she wants to do without putting a whole lot of effort into it, because she has previously put a ton of effort into it. That is normally the way it goes. Even if you're dishonest, it's still kind of the way that it goes if karma doesn't come back and bite you. So She sees that her challenge in life is the way she is. She knows that the way she is with her whatever it is that she's doing, if it's a kitchen witch, if it's somebody who is, casting spells and doing horrible things, she knows that that is the problem. She knows that is the challenge. But for some reason, she doesn't seem to be able to stop doing it. Um, she doesn't seem to be able to stop her attitude. She doesn't seem to be able to stop. It's like she's obsessed with whatever this thing is that she's doing that's keeping her from achieving this level of success. It shows in the past that she was um, just kind of stagnant, wasn't really doing anything, wasn't accomplishing much. Uh, it's like she was waiting on something, or she's been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And it shows down here in her subconscious that there's like something's been really, really slow. It gives me the thought that this is somebody who has cast a spell and they are waiting to see if this person or if somebody, that they cast the spell on is actually going to respond to the spell. That's what it looks like. It looks um like she's really not a she's not arriving. She's not arriving in the place that she wants to be. And it looks like it's because she's been doing these spells on somebody and they're having zero effect. They're not landing. Well, she doesn't know that yet. She thinks they're just slow, but they're not going to be landing. Um, so in the past, she was waiting. She's still waiting. She's it's moving very, very slowly. She is trying to affect somebody. Um, she wants them to be not um, not carefree. She wants somebody to be like in a pickle, in a bad position. She wants obstacles to come into their life. She wants them to not make any money. Oh yeah, and she wants this person. It's another person. It is a Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is actually the intention that this person has. This person wants somebody, whoever they're doing these spells on, to be in a position of not being carefree. She's trying to make this person's life more difficult, harder. Maybe not have things come to fruition, that this person is working on, whatever. Uh, Challenge, um, courage, not an easy task, lacking stability, lack of resources, financial loss, failure, bankruptcy, divorce, disaster, self centered, self care, manipulation, jealousy, smothering, work life balance. So it looks like, for sure, this woman is attacking another woman's financial success, her financial well being. And she's trying to do it through the means of magic. Um, I did a little spread on this woman that is doing the magic because I wanted to see who she was and what what her problem is, or what her point is, what her thinking is. And it showed that in the past there was silence in her life. It was kind of quiet, and now she is experiencing massive amounts of guilt. Uh, Guilt about what? I'm not entirely sure, but she just feels very, very guilty. Uh, I'm pulling to try and see if I can see. I don't know whatever this is. Imbalance, tension, broken communication, breakups, abuse, separation, bad luck. So I'm guessing it's a separation with somebody. The future card shows that she is somewhat a victim of conditioning. She is pretty conditioned to believe or feel a certain way, and she cannot seem to break out of that conditioning. She is actually clinging to the past in this situation. So she must have some sort of a vendetta, revenge, some type of a situation with this woman. Um, and that's the reason why she is doing these spells. The woman that she's doing these spells is experiencing grand freedom. She has nothing holding her back. She has no issues. She is not suffering from any magic spells. She is not being restricted financially. She is fine. And this woman who's doing the spells is hoping that um, th- this this other woman will be receptive to her spells. Like, it's receptive, but it would be kind of like receptive means that it's coming. I don't know, maybe the woman does know it's coming and she's blocking them. I'm not sure. But I would say probably. But it might be just the way the cards are laid out. They're saying that she really has a hope that her spells are going to actually catch and uh, stay in place and have an effect on this person. And it looks like there's been a lot of failures. And this woman is now in a complete state of exhaustion. If she isn't now, she soon will be. She has been doing so much, so fast, and working so hard at horrible things that are just going to bring her really bad karma. She's exhausted. It shows that in the future, this actually came up reversed. Uh, I'm not sure if this is her, but this actually is a bit of a recovery from uh, sleepless nights, worry, stress, that kind of thing. So maybe she's been having difficulties with sleeping up late at night. Yeah, because her spells are not working. Deception, unreliability, denial, dishonesty, legal issues, corruption, retribution, misspent creativity, scattered energy, haste, arrogance, jealousy. So yeah, she is up. Um, at night with stress and worry because whatever she is attempting to do here is not working. And it is in the reversed position, which shows a recovery from that because she is hoping that this time it'll work. It'll be better. This time it's gonna work. My spell will work. So we got some karma that's already been dished out to her in the past. I kind of have a feeling she's under karmic attack constantly, especially the way these cards are coming out. She expects, and this is where the recovery part comes in, she expects to have a victory in the future. So I don't know, maybe she is trying new spells, maybe she uses a practitioner and she's giving it to a new practitioner to see if that practitioner can take care of the problem or, fix the reason why her spells aren't going through. But nothing that she's doing is actually working. And it's every time she does it, it's building karma. And it's having the opposite effect. So, what she thinks she needs to do is make a decision between two things. And I tried to figure out what that decision was, or maybe this could be a block. But no. It looks like there was a new relationship in the past, a pregnancy or a marriage, some kind of creative new beginning, and then in the present there is struggle, worry, isolation, temporary hardships, financial loss. Maybe these are the spells that she's doing. Divorce, stress, insecurity, breakups. Yeah, you know what? I think this might actually be the spells that she is doing. Moodiness, unrealistic, emotions over logic, dependence, sadness, disappointment, lies, bad news, and heartbreak. I think this is signifying the spells that she is, or the things that she is focusing on, and that is love and money. Love and money. And she's got the Knight of Cups, which is a message of love coming in the reverse. So that would be blocked. And it looks like instead of a decision between two things, this might be a block. This might be her blocking these things from coming into this other woman's life. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And then in the environment, the environment that she's in, that would be lemon ginger tea. It looks like somebody in her environment is recovering from some tragic loss. It shows a loss in the past. It shows this person really not in life. Like they're not really paying much attention to anything that's going on around them or in their life. They're not doing anything. It looks like they are kind of meditating, but they're not. And it's like completely stagnant energy. There's no change or movement in things that are happening in the environment. And it might be that this person that is in the environment is uh, is actually thinking about maybe the spell that this woman is doing or the spells that this woman is doing. And they're like, please, it doesn't work. I don't know why you keep trying. That's a possibility too. They're aware. They might even be a part of the spells, and they know there's not going to be a change. They're not effective. She doesn't have any quote unquote magical powers, and she's just spinning her wheels and making herself absolutely exhausted. Nothing that she is doing is actually working. So, the question is, whoever this person is that she is placing the spells on, her intention is, or the woman who's placing the spells on the other woman has a destiny. She has a path. She has a calling. She has some very important work that she is supposed to be doing in this life. And this Queen of Wands in reverse is trying to stop her from doing it. It came out in the reverse, and it came out in the uh, hopes and fears. So she is literally, that might be why she's actually doing the spells in the first place, is because she is trying to keep this woman, this Queen of Pentacles, from uh, accomplishing her mission in this life. And the outcome is, it says that there's obstacles and barriers, but there's nothing that they can't handle. Wow. Um, Leadership, and this is about spirituality, morality, ethics, values, morals. I think I said morality, morals, religion, wisdom, and some kind of recovery from heartbreak. This is not going to work. She won't be successful. All she's doing is creating great amounts of pain for herself. And anyone who's in her life, the thing about karma, just so that you know, if you have a fairly light karmic load, let's say, or no karmic load, there's many people now, we just finished a karmic cycle, and there's a lot of people who do not have any karma right now. They've cleared it all. They've worked through it. They're not karmic bound. If they get in a relationship with somebody who has a ton of karma, like this Queen of Wands person who's in the reverse, if a person were to get in a relationship with this one, her karma would become divided, so to speak, or become part of your destiny. So if you don't have any karma and you get in a relationship with somebody who is heavily karmic, all of that karmic backlash that they're going to experience, you are also going to experience it. Now, it may be forced, maybe directed at that person, obviously. They can't direct bad karma at you, and God would never do that. But if you're in a relationship with this person, let's say it takes both of you to pay the bills, but this person is getting whammied one after the other with karma on a financial level. That's going to affect you. You're going to pay part of that person's karmic debt because you are in a relationship with them. So when you get into a relationship with somebody who hasn't dealt with their karma or has had a kind of a rough life, and you think you're being nice and you're being understanding and all, no, you're screwing yourself over. That's what you're doing. You're screwing yourself over because now their karma becomes your problem. You could have gone off and lived your life without their crap perfectly fine. But because you chose to get in a relationship with this person, you are now subjected to dealing with their karma. And if they're in this state, where are you going to be? Happy and, hanging out at the beach? No. You're going to be right there along with them. You're going to be right there. You're going to be right there with them. You're going to be feeling it in a big way. So this woman is not only, since she's going after this other woman, she is not only doing damage to herself by increasing her karmic load, she is going to be affecting her entire family. Anybody who's in her family, her kids, her husband, if she has a husband, her siblings, if her siblings are there, they're close, so on and so forth. All of those people who are around this woman, any of her friends, oh my God, anybody who is close to this woman, in a relationship with this woman, they will start to experience bad karma, not good karma, bad karma, because they associate with this woman. They are connected to this woman. So just from being around her, you may know what she's doing. If you know what she's doing, that's even worse. If you're around her and you don't know what she's doing, then that's not quite so bad. But you're probably not around her all that much. But that kind of karma is spread. It affects everybody. It's her karma. It's her karma to deal with. I'm not saying, well, I am saying, it's her karma. But anybody who's in a relationship with her, who has shared finances, heart space shared, so on and so forth, they are going to suffer her karma from what she's doing. And it looks like she's doing it so much that she cannot stop. It's almost an obsession. So if you happen to be somebody who knows who this woman is, you need to convince her to stop. Convince her to stop creating bad karma. It's not going to affect the person that she's sending it to. The obstacles and barriers are there, but this person has spiritual protection. They're not going to. They themselves um, are leaders. So they're in a leadership position. They probably feel the energy if they are psychic or, um, anything like that. They're probably taking measures to protect themselves from, uh, energies. They probably already do. And I think that she's definitely being protected by the angelic realm, her guides, um, those types of people. And it won't be effective. It's just going to create more pain, more exhaustion. This woman that's doing these spells, this is what her life is going to look like. And anybody who's around her. Dark, dreary, tons of swords, exhausted, can't go any further, can't keep going. It's not good. It's not good, and I'm not even sure why she feels that way, why she's after this woman. Uh, Honestly, I don't even really care. Just because it doesn't really matter to the reading. The reading is basically saying that uh, she needs to stop doing what she's doing, but she's not going to because she thinks there is a victory in the future. And she is creating a really difficult life for herself and her family. Um, the the runes for the day. Let me get some room here. Welcomed outcomes. And won't be welcome for this woman. Adversity. So there's the adversity. Somebody's trying to attack you. That definitely creates adversity. And priorities. That's probably why you've got to keep your priorities straight. Make sure that you stay in. Stay clear. Stay clear. Make sure you do your spiritual protection. Make sure that you're meditating. Make sure that you're saging. Do a cleansing on your house. Do a cleansing on yourself. Maybe a spiritual bath. That would explain the affirmation. I love the highest and best in all people. I now draw the highest and best and most prosperous minded people to me. Yeah. That would be a way to get rid of all of that that's going on. Okay, so runes. Runes. So we have an alchemy. And the alchemy is still disintegration, reintegration, inner alchemy, hermeticism. There we go. Hermeticism, symbolism, offering profound framework for self-transformation, spiritual growth, and inner evolution. That is this one here. And then we have an angel number, and I think this is actually the angel number of Archangel Raphael. Yep. It's a master number. Healing and balance, harmony, trust, intuition, spiritual connection, master, service to others, and spiritual attainment. Master builder, maybe. Yeah, master builder. It's that page that I can't read. And then we have I think this is a witchy rune. Witchy or witchy 2. I'm not sure. It's not witchy 2. It is witchy. New beginning, good choices, health, vitality, justice, good news, money, new directions, and achievement. And I am thinking that that is probably this other woman. The woman maybe who's being attacked. Because it sure as hell isn't. It isn't that one. I guarantee you no archangels are sending any healing to people who are casting spells on other people. Just so you know, when it comes to spell work, I'm going to clean these cards up while I tell you this. When it comes to spell work, the only all magic, all spells are considered black magic. That would be candle spells, jar spells, kitchen witchery, anything like that. Anything where you are taking energy from somewhere out in the universe and you're dragging it in and you're using it for your own personal gain. So if you do a spell for money, that energy has to come from somewhere. And you are indebted to that energy. Anything, seriously, the only thing that is the difference between black and white magic is done with protection only. That's it. There's no spells for money. There's no spells for love. There's no spells for prosperity. There's no, if you want to work with things like that, then you work in the prosperity manifestation world, and you pay that back as you go based on what the universe wants. It's not considered black magic. But if you're doing, kitchen spells with herbs and things like that, that's black magic. The only white magic spells that you can do are protection. To protect against other people who are doing black magic. So, that would be protection spells, period. But you also have, angelic guidance. You also have protection from the angels. There's a lot of protection going on in the spiritual realm, but it does not hurt, and it doesn't put you in karmic debt if you do protection spells to protect yourself in the 3D. And you are not hurting anybody, and you are not taking energy from anything, and you are not karmically bound by that. And you would speak to God and Jesus about your protection, not deities and strange oddities. So white magic is very, very different than black magic. It's very different. And it's very useful, but black magic is not good. And there is a price to pay. And unfortunately, this Queen of Wands she's paying the price. She's paid the price. She is paying the price, and she's going to pay the price even more in the future. And so is everybody in her family and anybody associated with her. And I doubt they even know that. That's what's really sad. Okay, the astrology, Black Moon astrology for the day is Leo. I will. I love these cards. I love the artwork on these cards. I don't know. Let's see. She has a Facebook. Let's see. Blue. I wanted to see. It says that Susan Shepard, who makes these cards, is a lifelong artist, writer, and mystic. So maybe she does her own artwork. Because I don't see any artwork credits. And then she also has another book, I guess, which is magical spell cards. Speaking of spells, speaking of black magic, edited, guidebook and card messages by Susan Shepard. So I'm going to say that she did her own artwork, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Just beautiful. And it really captures the essence of the sign. Okay, so I will, Leo. It is better to be looked over than overlooked, Mae West. That was a quote by Mae West. This is a card of honor and strength, proud and strong. Those born under the sign of Leo are all about integrity. They are ruled by the sun, which is a light and a force we cannot live without. We would be left in darkness. Like the sun, Leos are warm and vital personalities. They intend to make their mark on the world, have a secret wish to be admired, and they want their time on earth to mean something. Not willing to be another link in the chain, Leos want to stand apart from the rest. Some may be known for their dramatic beauty, while others are clowns, or at least the life of the party. The sign of Leo reigns over children, creativity, and the stage or public arena. Leos make great actors, television workers, book publishers, artists, salespeople, and posers. What they do must count and be unique. To overlook a Leo, oh, didn't I just say we had something that reminded me of Leo energy? And I said, I've been seeing a lot about Leo energy lately. And I'm reading this thinking, hey, wait a minute. This is Leo energy. Let's see. To overlook a Leo brings about great resentment in him or her. But generally, Leos are too proud to ever say so. When the Leo card comes up in a reading, expect to be at the center of something and be recognized. It may be to do with awards, a television appearance, at a conference or a public forum, or any place where people gather. Your talents are about to be singled out for special recognitions. Creativity should be part of this endeavor. Children or youth or the young at heart may figure in too. Wow. So I'm thinking that this is probably the other woman that the Queen of Wands is trying to take out, because I don't think the Queen of Wands is going to be doing this. Not Queen of Wands in reverse. This is a time for standing out and making sure you are counted. You are going to be appreciated for your unique qualities. It is about to happen. Your life is soon to be filled with creative fun, optimism, and youthful adventure. Since Leo rules the fifth house, this card can indicate romance entering your life. It will be generous, open, and playful. It may be a connection where you will work together on an idea or possibly ventures with a vision that will create new things for the public to enjoy. The way you appear to others is important now, and this card indicates growth in both reputation and career. You may opt for a new look. If you are looking to change careers, something original or to do with the public will be likely. If a job emphasizes team players, you will soon be one of the leaders. Whatever is happening, you're at the center of it, and it will be an adventure. This might mean being a bit of a gypsy, traveling, going with the flow, and trusting in your ability to make it all work out, and it will. The pleasure principle and the temptation to spend a lot of money may also factor in. You could take a gamble and win, but show caution. You may experience strange and exotic circumstances where you have to play queen or king. Your routine could come to involve changing hats and doing many different things. Odd or eccentric individuals may come your way, and if so, you may want to give them a chance as they could help advance your cause. This is a time of being spontaneous and living in the moment, and a grand approach is necessary. It is a time to part the clouds and let the sun shine through. Be playful, be bold, and end up a winner because luck and light are on your side. The Leo card in brief is the spirit, personality, the heart, romance. The start of a romance. Fun and crazy romances, romantic desires, flings, passions, the heart of the matter, grandiosity, that which is beautiful and makes a statement, creative invention, a work of art, or being individual, cats, children, lots of noisy children, the classroom, excitement, play, and where you go to play, bars, nightclubs, music, concerts, theaters, circuses, parties, campfires, being with people while asserting your own unique personality, wanting to be the center of attention, the stage and screen, public persona, publicity, talent agents, being in the news, the ego, showing dignity, being honorable, problems with the upper spine and neck, heart palpitations, circulation issues, being there for others, breaking the ice, pride without arrogance. The corresponding tarot card for this particular card is strength. The individual, creativity, play, children, the stage, standing out, and the heart. Yeah, that sounds like a beautiful, fun time. And a whole lot better than sitting around casting spells on somebody to try and screw up their whole life. I can't even imagine who finds pleasure in that kind of an activity. It just escapes me to think that somebody would spend a lot of time and energy doing something like that, only to have it negatively affect your own life. It's a gamble, you know. But it's not even a gamble. I mean, it's a losing situation. You know, you might think that you're gaining something if you're doing that, but in the end, you're not gaining anything. You're just losing. You're losing all the way around. Love and blessings. And I hope you have a great Thanksgiving weekend.